Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. I'm Ryan, and with me, as always, my good buddy Rob.
I'm Tiny Rob. I put my monitors on an arm stand and did not realize that would raise the camera quite a bit. So
quite as much as it did, hey?
Yeah. So I suppose I could go like this. Never really thought of that. Let's see. Oh. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Hey!
There we go.
I'm regular size Rob. Oh, and I got some sort of an oil stain on my t-shirt.
Meh.
Can't,
or hem, as it says on my camera right now, because, can't figure out how to flip the camera.
Just funny, because on mine, it looks perfectly normal.
Yeah.
How do they do it? We don't know.
Also, I'm slowly, I've been hauling stuff out from the basement and working on my games room / office here. You can see a couple things in the background there. You can see my Rob. There's Rob. For when you're busy, I'll use that Rob.
Right. I see it.
And the giant joystick. Yeah.
I did not even notice that.
Oh.
That's fantastic. Just assumed you had a miniature son in your...
I'll do that. That's just the start. I don't know what's going to stay or go yet, but that's the Dead Cells Collector's Edition and Golf Story.
Ooh.
The Golf Story Collector's Edition.
Very nice.
Both
Very
excellent
nice
games.
So I was kind of chuckling. We posted on the Facebook page. I don't know if it was you or Brent, but that picture from the back of the Nintendo Entertainment System where it's the four people, the two parents and the two kids. If you look up there, I've actually got let me just move the camera back. I've actually got that picture framed.
Oh, you do? Look at that.
So well before boxes were worth anything.
Yeah.
That is the back off a Nintendo box, and I actually framed that picture.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I saw that, and I was like, I never really pieced any of that together, how they were not actually not actually looking at the TV or playing the system. I just thought, man, sure looks like they're having so much fun.
It did. It looked like a
playing the
family
Nintendo
having fun.
games.
But
exactly.
Modern times, everyone's got to pick everything apart and
gotta ruin everything.
Gotta ruin everything.
The kids do.
Well, how's it all going besides that? We're off on a tangent and we haven't even started.
Just like riding a bicycle. Things are all right, man. It's supposedly summer here in Edmonton. We hit was a couple days ago we hit 86% humidity, which normally it doesn't hit that unless it's pouring rain.
Yep. Yeah. No. It and today there's been like possible tornado warnings and severe thunderstorms and all that fun stuff. But
so if any of our internet actually kicks off, we'll just roll with the show as if the other one's still talking.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
going all right.
It's been a very wet summer.
It has been. Got mushrooms growing in the front yard.
Yeah,
that's not something.
Yeah, I just noticed that today for myself as well. Like, went out and took a peek, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's that time.
Absolutely.
I had a little window yesterday where I just powered through and mowed my back lawn, which is all quack grass anyways. So it's like 7 feet tall because of all the rain. But the dogs are getting lost. We were losing the dogs in the grass. So, well, they don't like it. They don't like going out in that. Anyways, clogged up my lawnmower real good, all that wet grass, so that was cutting.
Yes. Yep.
It's funny we're talking about lawn mowing because later on in the what we've been playing, I got some stuff to talk
Oh, look
about
at
that.
you. Yeah, look at that.
Well, let's move on into a little housekeeping. This is episode number 118, Rob, and yeah, we took what was it, almost 3 weeks in between shows
Yeah.
this time. Uh,
Yeah, you bet.
Partially my fault because I had holidays last week and I just didn't feel like firing up the old podcast machine for that.
It takes us a long time to get ready.
Yeah,
We're like,
it's like we forget. Like
yeah, no, we don't know
it's
what we're
like
doing.
starting over every time.
Switching to Discord has really broken us.
Yeah,
We can only do a show every 3 weeks.
yeah. Well,
Uh,
maybe we can maybe we'll ditch a little video quality and go start using what's that other talkie one that we started
the
out with?
other, the talkies.
The talkies, the
Uh,
Microsoft one, the one that
Skype.
Skype. Yeah, we can go back to
Yeah,
Skype maybe.
yeah.
Makes
Not an
things a
ad,
little
but could
easier.
be an ad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
the video talkie program for
It's a
here.
video talkie program. It's gonna be like WebEx. That's a thing still.
Yeah,
I think you have to pay big money for it, but
I think you do. Well, yeah, just so yeah, a little apology. We I kind of just kind of worked out that we ended up having a lot of time in between shows this time. So we'll try not to do that so much. Uh, but since we last met, we actually got together. What was it? 2 Saturdays ago now, and we
time is irrelevant.
time's irrelevant.
We don't know anymore.
It just didn't happen today. That's all I know.
Yeah, yeah.
We me, you, Damon, and Damon's fiance there. Um, we got together and we played TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Played all
We
through it.
did.
We streamed it, and there's a copy up on Facebook and on our
That
YouTube
other
page.
the YouTubes.
The
Yes.
YouTubes. So go check that out. We had a blast, that's for sure. That game is awesome. If you have any nostalgia for the old TMNT arcade games, oh man, just go check that out. And last but not least, our good pals at Buzzsprout. They are still allowing us to be affiliates of theirs. So if you want to try out this whole podcasting thing, you just head on over there and you sign up for 1 month, and they're going to send you a gift card for $20 from Amazon. That'll
You
cover.
don't like free money?
Yeah, I mean you got to pay some money to get some money back, but yeah,
You got a phone, don't you?
yeah, you got a
Yeah.
phone, don't you?
Blizzard said that, and we took it and made a joke out of it, like no one else had thought of yet.
Yeah,
Buzzsprout.
Buzzsprout. If you want to try this podcasting thing, all right, let's. I think quite a bit of news actually happened. I mean, the waves of news that seemed to happen, like after we were drinking from the fire hose of news there with the summer games. Um, it yeah, I mean it quieted down a bit, but there's been some announcements and things. Nintendo came out swinging. They haven't had their own direct yet, but they did a Xenoblade Chronicles 3 direct where they showed 20 minutes of gameplay, and then they also had a new direct for the Mario and Rabbids as well in the past
Right.
couple weeks here, where they
Yeah.
showed 15 minutes of gameplay. Um, but then on top of all that, they had a Nintendo Direct Mini where they showed off a bunch of new third-party games coming to the Nintendo Switch. Did you get a chance to check that out, Rob?
I did. I did.
Um, well, we can just go through the list here. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. That's what I was trying to spit out there before. That's they had another. They had a. I think the day after this direct, they had a
Mm-hmm.
gameplay show of that. So,
Otherwise known as Mario plus Rabbids, but this time there's Bowser.
but this time there's Bowser.
But this time there's Bowser.
So what did they show here at this direct mini? Some new DLC for Monster Hunter's Rise called Sunbreak. Looked all right.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
near Automata is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Which is it's a pretty big game.
It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. That looked like a kind of unique, kind of puzzling adventure game. They showed some Super Bomberman R2, which is Super Bomberman R was one of actually a Nintendo Switch launch title.
Oh right, holy mackerel!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you played any of the Mega Man Battle Network games?
No, those are Game Boy Advance games, right?
They were, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I haven't. I've
I
heard
haven't
of them.
either. I have too. I'm like, so I actually did a little reading because I really had no idea what they were about. Like I knew that they weren't
Hmm.
a standard Mega Man game, but it looks like they're like an RPG almost with like turn-based combat
Yeah,
and things like that in them. So
yeah. Very unique. It
I,
looks like that. That game that you and Brett both really like.
Advance Wars.
Something Advance Wars. Yeah, it kind of
Yeah,
looks like a Mega Man Advance Wars.
it kind of does, right?
Hmm.
So my interest is piqued because I mean I love Advance Wars, but man, there's 10 of these games. Like how long is a game, right? So yeah. And so the thing with this is if you buy the physical copy, all 10 of the games will be on the physical copy. But if you buy it digitally, 1 to 5, they're broken up into 1 to 5 and 6 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm betting they're short, that they're putting them all in one collection like this and charging the price of a regular game.
It's a very un-Nintendo thing to do.
Well, this is Capcom, so
Oh, I guess, hey?
yeah,
Yeah, right. Well, that makes sense, huh?
yeah. Because I mean, even when they did like Mega Man 1 to 6, like the first,
Hmm.
like they only did 1 to 6, like,
Hmm.
and then before they, you know, added the other ones in another collection, 7 to 9 or whatever it was.
Hmm.
But yeah, they have collections broken up. Yeah, then they got the X's and the ZX's and oh my god, so many Mega Mans, so many Mega
Yep.
Mans, so little time.
So little time.
Pac Man World Repack, which is a remake of the PlayStation Pac Man World game, which is a platformer from what I could tell.
Yeah, it's a 3D platformer. Not, I wouldn't say controversy, but there's a continuing thing with this Pac-Man world that happened with the museum as well. That Namco Bandai, or Bandai Namco, I guess they're called,
Yeah,
don't have the royalty rights to Miss Pac-Man.
right.
I think we talked about this before,
Yeah, we
that
did.
they
Yeah,
can still use her in the games, but every time they do, they have to pay at games money for it. So they've decided that they'd rather just write her out of history. So this is another game where that happens, where the Miss Pac-Man, who's in all the trailers, as she's getting sucked up and sent away to wherever it was the bad people take her. Now it's Pac-Mom. It's a different, complete. She's been ridden out of the. It's like when they take like the Top Gun movies or something, and they take out the Taiwan flag because it
mm-hmm.
insults.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
they so they can't mention Miss Pac-Man, or they won't. They legally have the right to. They just don't want to pay
They don't want
any
to pay the
money
money
to.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, fun game if you want to play
Did
it.
you try it back in the day?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little
Okay.
3D platformer. 3D, 3D like 2.5D, kind of one of those. But
Gotcha.
yeah,
Next up, we have Blanc, and I mean, this looked interesting. It's looks like it's a co-op like action puzzle game.
yeah. Like a cute little fawn and a wolf cub,
Yeah.
which is like not exactly what you'd expect to be published by Gearbox. But
Right. Yeah. I mean,
okay,
it has a
maybe
pretty
they shoot
unique
each other with big guns.
it has a pretty
I,
unique like hand drawn art
yeah,
style
looks
too,
great.
right? Like it
Looks
really
really nice.
really looks good. Then they showed some Return to Monkey Island, which is
Yes,
coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. Um,
yeah,
so did you hear about this?
I did. There's a lot of people really angry at the art style
Yeah.
to the point where the guy, I cannot remember his name. The gentleman who basically is Monkey Island
Yeah.
guy basically he's just dropped right off social media. He's like, you know what? It's my game.
Yeah. If you don't like
I
it,
don't
don't
want to
buy
hear
it.
this. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Which I mean, hey, good.
Yeah.
It's honestly he can make
He's
it
a
however he
developer.
wants.
He's a
Yeah,
developer from another time, right? Like
yeah,
he's like
exactly.
people put up with this.
And no, no, I'm not changing anything.
Yeah. I
It's my
don't
game. Buy it if you
exactly.
want. Don't buy it if you want.
I'll probably buy it because I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
I've been waiting for this game for 20 years.
Um, Next, they showed some of the Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which also gave us a release date of October
and a
20th,
and a spark of hope.
and a Spark of Hope. Uh, yeah, I mean, I can't wait to play this. I love the first one. They kind of changed up. Did you watch the mini direct that they had about Sparks of Hope?
No, I didn't watch
Oh,
the mini. No.
so you know how before you would move around like basically the whole board was in a like a grid, right?
Hmm.
So now your character gets a zone, like a round zone around them,
Oh,
and you can move anywhere in that round zone. So kind of the same idea, but it just makes it feel not so restricted. It looks like,
sure.
but I mean, you still take cover behind things, and
Hmm.
all that other gameplay is still the same. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. They also said in that mini direct that they've made the open world between the maps a lot more interesting,
Hmm.
like a lot more actual things to do,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
which is good because I mean mostly in the first one I mean there was some puzzling stuff,
Yeah.
but for the most part it was you were just doing you're just running through them to get to your
Mhm.
next map. Little Next up we have Little Noah, Scion of Paradise. Um, yeah, it looked alright. It's a strategy game. Then we had Railguard. Uh, yeah, it looked like you're like managing some sort of rail company, like trains.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, um, so yeah, I
Yeah. It's a market that's out there. A lot of people love those rail simulators.
mm-hmm. RPG Time: The Legend of Right. I'm not remembering this one.
No, I don't either. Evidently, it's already out on Xbox,
Oh,
according to the little blurb I'm reading here.
oh, it is too, right? Okay, well,
Yeah.
alrighty then. What else do we got here? Oh, they showed some more Sonic Frontiers and mentioned that it's coming to the Switch as well. I think we knew that. I think we knew it was coming to Switch as well.
I think so. Yeah, it was coming
It's
to everything.
it's really going to be interesting to see when that game finally hits. Like,
Yeah.
um, Yeah. Then they showed some Disney Dreamlight Valley, which yeah, it looks like Stardew Valley but with Disney characters. And not in 8-bit either. Like they're full sized. And looks like you do your farming and your cooking and your building and like all that fun stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They showed some more Live Alive, which, people are pretty excited for. It's never really been officially released in North America. So, and that comes out a couple weeks here, actually.
Right, July 22nd.
It's actually, I just read today, I I don't think I knew that. It's from the guy who did Chrono Trigger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same guy. Doraemon, Story of the Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom.
Doraemon, Fasolatido. There you go. That's my contribution to the show. Good night, everyone.
But it looks like another like farming sim type whatnot game. So have to watch for that. They announced some Minecraft Legends, which we talked about in our last
We
episode.
sure did.
Is coming to Nintendo Switch as well.
Not even remotely excited. Might be.
A spin-off of Dragon's Quest called Dragon's Quest Treasures is coming in December. That looked interesting as well. Here, one of the surprising announcements was the Portal Companion Collection, Portal 1 and 2 coming to Nintendo Switch. All right.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Like the Nintendo Switch is definitely bridging this gap for people. Yeah, and I mean, even for a person like me who missed out on a lot of games on the PS3 and that whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I didn't miss out on these. I had these on my PC,
yeah,
and played them.
That would be hard for me to play a game like Portal. We got such precise portal placement with the right thumbstick, but
right.
I mean, it's cool. Getting more games is always better. You play it on whatever you want. You got a phone, don't you, Billy? Or Billy?
Yes, you do. Harvestella, which is a new game coming from Square Enix, and it looks like they're entering the whole simulator game, but of course they're adding fighting to it. So,
because why not?
Because why not?
Farming, fighting, and forging friendships.
Yeah,
forging friendships.
Forging friendships. And the mysterious 5th season, One of Death.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it didn't look bad though. I gotta say that much. Have you played any of the Persona games, Rob?
Very limited amount.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got a couple on PSP that I've basically put in to try. So I'm like, oh, what's the big deal?
Well, Persona 3, 4, and 5 are coming to the Nintendo Switch. And last but not least, we have Captain Velvet Meteor, the Jump Plus Dimensions.
Oh. This seems like the Sharknado of video games.
Right? But it's a tactical action game. And yeah, I mean, looked interesting as well.
About a boy who's moved to Japan and discovered hentai. Oh no, that part's not in there. Sorry. Move to Japan. Move to Japan.
Someone had a birthday, Rob.
Oh,
while we were on holiday.
Who was it? Who was it?
Doing shows there. Little blue spiky dude.
Right, Gex. No, he's green. Oh, it's Sonic!
It's Sonic. Sonic turned
Happy...
31.
Yeah,
June
holy
23rd.
mackerel. That's crazy.
Happy birthday, Sonic.
Happy birthday, Sonic. And hopefully Sonic Frontiers is an incredible game. Or even a good game.
Yeah. Doesn't have to
We'd
be
settle for
incredible.
good.
We'll settle for good.
Yeah, it's Sonic.
We don't want to put too much pressure. It doesn't have to be incredible. It can be good.
So what's your favorite Sonic game?
Me?
Yeah. As a Nintendo kid who didn't
Yeah.
necessarily play a lot of Sonic, but...
I mean, if you go by time spent, it'd be the first two. And that's just playing at friends' houses.
Right.
Yeah. I never delved much beyond that.
Yeah, it's hard for me because the classic ones I'd go with probably Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, but out of the new ones, I think Generations is probably still my favorite that I'd go back to every now and then. And Sonic Mania, but I don't. That's more like the Marvel what if of video games where it's like,
right.
hey, how would it be if Sonic was handled by people who actually still cared about him? 'Cause those are great games.
They are, yeah.
But yeah, and then we get Sonic Forces.
Right.
And Sonic Boom. Yeah. Happy birthday, Sonic.
Speaking of things that go boom.
Did you go boom in your pants?
I went boom in my pants again. I'll be right back.
It happens to all of us.
So, a streamer out of New Zealand dropped $15,000 into Diablo Immortal so that he could get a legendary gem. One legendary gem.
Yep.
And I was all through buying
Screw that game and everything that it stands for.
Yeah. And I was all through buying its packs or whatever they are in there.
Mm-hmm.
Loot boxes. He did it over a couple weeks, I guess.
Yep.
And instead of grinding for them, he just that's how he did it. But man, if you got to spend that much to get him, how much grinding do you got to do?
Yeah. It's supposedly the last half, and getting anywhere near the end game is just impossible without spending money. And yeah, if you got a game like that, it's not worth playing. It's ridiculous. Hot take. Pay to win is awful. Thanks for joining us for the controversial takes.
Yeah.
We also don't like Activision.
Yeah. Well, more on that. More on that.
More on that later.
Do you want to talk about that and making us grumpy? That Activision thing? Instead of now? Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
I will edit that out of our notes then for right now. Overwatch 2. It's been confirmed that when Overwatch 2 launches, it's basically going to wipe out Overwatch 1. And Overwatch 1 won't exist anymore. So, the good news is that anything you've bought or earned, which is all skins and paints and charms or whatever all that stuff is, will be going with you into Overwatch 2. The bad news is they're changing the game to being 5v5 instead of 6v6.
Oh, okay.
And they're only going to have one, tank. They basically have tank, damage, and healer are your three classes. And then they'll have one tank and 2 healer, 2 damage in the new version of the game. And so you won't be able to play 6v6 anymore. It's just just gonna go away on the day it launches. So, um, yeah. I mean, I had a lot of fun playing the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I last checked on my Switch, I'd put over 250 hours into it. So, it's a good chunk of change. I mean, if Overwatch 2 is going to be free to play, probably go the Battle Pass model that everybody else is going.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll probably get in on a little bit of that. That too is coming out in October, November. So the fall is definitely stacking. It's definitely
Mm-hmm.
stacking up. Um, it's going to be October 4th is going to be the release date of that. So yeah,
Right on.
Overwatch 2. All right. Do you want to talk about this next one, Rob? The Polium. The
Yeah,
Polium was
yeah,
announced.
it sure was. Well, in kind of the consummation of what video gaming has become, the Polium, which is a already off the bat, if you look at their icon, a lot of people are slagging them because they made their icon look almost exactly like the GameCube logo.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, no, it's a P. It's just turned sideways.
Yeah, it's not a G, it's a P.
It's a
Come
P.
on.
So, but although evidently they are looking for someone to design a new logo for them because they do realize the
How
error
close
of
it
their
looks.
ways. Yeah. So let's talk about the Polium. Well, it is a system that is coming out, and they're saying it's coming out about 2024, I believe, or 2025. Yeah, 2024 launch for backers, 2025 for the regular folk. It is an NFT system, so they'll have 10,000 of these Polium passes that you can buy just to have the right to buy the console later to be a backer. Um, it's they're announcing it's a Web3 next gen video game system. They're talking 8K graphics, 120 frames per second, may or may not cure cancer, all sorts of other things that aren't true. And so you can tie it to your crypto wallet and pay for games with that, and
You can earn.
you can earn crypto. So basically, they're saying all these things, but they have no specs for it. They're saying the specs they're going to work on, and in the next 4 months or so, show some of the specs. But they're already going to be 8K and 120 frames per second. Basically, everything they're saying is for something that they haven't made it yet. Um, it's boy, a Touch ID. Um, Basically everything about this in their roadmap, because they've got a roadmap. Um, so 2021 they had the idea, 2021 planning, 2022 console design, then hardware development, functional prototype, and then 2024 ready for launch. That's the roadmap.
Sounds cool, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people are thinking this just smacks more of the Amico, where there's a bad taste in everyone's mouth to begin with. Um, it's got NFTs that it's tied to, which is a negative connotation for everything. They're collecting money for something that has absolutely no specs, no prototypes, no developers. They're in talk with developers. Um, no developers signed
Mm-hmm.
yet. Other than that, it's gonna have ray tracing. Yeah, it's ridiculous, and it's getting torn apart on the internet because, of
Yeah.
course, everyone's like, the joke. They can't be serious with this, right? Like,
Someone had to do it. Someone
Yep,
had to do it.
absolutely. Ridiculous. So yeah, look it up if you want to giggle. The
Yeah.
Polium. Polium.
Wonder what Polium means. Or was it just a made up word?
Yeah. The first NFT gaming console. Which is a lie, because the Amico, the first NFT gaming console. I mean, it's not real either, but evidently, and I'll segue into something else that's not in the notes. I'm going to go audible here, but
Oh, oh,
we were
oh.
looking at Brent actually messaged us with some pictures of people selling. I'm going to grab one here because there was a time with the Amico where you could pre-order 8 of these physical media for the games that are coming out. Totally still coming out. And let me see if it's a little cardboard box. This one's for Finnegan Fox, and inside you had the my lights are way too bright, but you had a little collector coin, a little holographic card, and an NFT, which is basically just an RFID, um, on a little card that kind of looks like an Intellivision cartridge, with the idea that when the Amico totally comes out, you just swipe this on your Amico and it downloads the game. Now it's like cheap little cardboard there. Um, People are selling these on eBay for way more than they should be worth. Because I think people have realized that this is never happening, and these things are going to become one of those things in history where it becomes a collector's item because of being bad, like being rare because it never happened. I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, depending on how much higher gasoline goes, I may sell these for gas money. Because I've got all 8 of them.
Yeah.
Yep,
You should pay off your house
I
with the.
should.
What
I
you could get
should.
with
Yeah.
that.
Oh man, I should stop.
Also, didn't weren't you saying that they lost the trademark or they let the trademark expire?
They let a trademark expire, but in a follow-up, it's they have it back.
Okay.
And they did release that it's in fact been they were just behind in their filing of it. So,
Oh,
and
okay.
they've as well said that the game is still totally the system's still totally coming out.
Of course. Of
Yeah,
course. Why
they
wouldn't it
can't
be?
afford to pay all the refunds back that people want, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yep, yep.
Well, in other news that makes you sad, Rob.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
I as soon as I saw this article come up, I was like, Rob, Rob, Rob,
yep,
Rob.
yep.
So apparently, a big discussion has started up online whether teabagging in online games is a sexual assault.
Oh,
And so, for people who don't know what this is, and if you're a gamer, I'm pretty sure you know what this is, but it's basically if you're in a shooter or some sort of like versus games and you kill somebody, you run up to them and you start to stand and crouch on them, and that's teabagging because you're
mhm.
yeah you're dropping your junk on them when you're crouching. so
Yes.
so yeah, it's been I mean there's some pretty funny stuff to read in this, but it just it blows my mind how far people will go. Like, can you imagine getting charged with that in a video game? Like,
Yep. And, even though I've joked many times about how much I hate it in video games, it's a video game.
yeah,
People are so sensitive now. Just
mm-hmm,
stop. Also, someone's trying to sell that exact game I just waved, that Finnegan Fox.
mm-hmm,
on eBay for $125. Sealed. Mine's not sealed, so it's probably only worth 80.
Right. Huh.
Yeah.
How much was it to buy new?
Uh 20?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's quite the. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Oh, right. I forgot that their games were supposed to be like more family friendly and cheaper and.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got like the 8 pack for maybe 25. I don't remember now. That's Canadian dollars too, so but definitely not 125.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh world's gone crazy.
But yeah, I had a good kind of chuckle and face palm and a head shake about
Yeah.
people believing they've been sexually assaulted when they've been teabagged.
Yeah. I mean, people. Sexual assault is nothing to joke about.
No.
It's a very real awful thing.
Yeah.
Getting crouched on in a video game is not that.
Yeah.
It's not that. Ugh.
All right. The world can be a stupid place, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So also in our time between shows here, we got some release dates announced. Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Actually, two of these have been in the last 2 days. And then, yeah. So the biggest one of them, which, and I think we've been talking about this, whether it was actually going to happen or not, but God of War Ragnarok got an official release date of November
Boy.
9th. This,
Boy.
this coming year. November 9th, 2022. That is exciting. Also, it is coming to both PS5 and PS4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So PlayStation not as quick to backburner their old consoles. Like I know they're still producing them actually because they're having trouble producing the PS5s.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was that just yesterday or was that the day before that they? Well,
Time is irrelevant.
actually, I think it was yesterday. So they announced that, and then they released a video of the special editions coming out. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of like God of War, this new one, it came with like a statue of Kratos, and he had like his shield and his axe on a. This one comes with Thor's hammer, like a replica of Thor's hammer. It's huge. Looks pretty awesome.
Yep. Yep. That's the Ragnarok part of it, I guess,
Yeah,
eh?
that would look good sitting on that shelf back there.
Oh,
Just
sure. Next to the giant arcade stick.
yep. Um. So yeah, November 9th. Just today,
Mm-hmm.
after years of speculation that this game doesn't even exist, Skull and Bones from Ubisoft got a
Hey.
release date of November 8th, the day before God of War comes out. So
Great timing.
this is what I was mentioning before. Like the fall is starting to get stacked.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, another big delay. Forespoken, the Square Enix game that looks pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
um, it's been delayed 3 times. This is the third time now. It was actually supposed to come out, I think, in September. But anyways, they've pushed it to January 24th of 2023. So, a little bit longer on that one. All right. Anything else news-wise, Rob? Before
No, I think that's pretty much it.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us what you've been playing there, Rob? In all this time off that we've had.
Yeah. Well, been playing. My kids have been watching to a lot of Fall Guys for Game Pass here,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I'm curious because we played it before it switched to Game Pass there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. It'd been a while. Some of the change. I still love the game to pieces, but some of the ways that you earn coins now, little harder to get. I mean, I get them for like beating achievements and stuff like that. And
Well,
um,
if it's taking you a while, Rob, it's because you don't have a battle pass or whatever they've called it, the
yeah,
monthly
yeah,
or whatever
I saw that. Yeah,
seasonally pass that you. That's the way these free to play games are going.
yeah, yeah. You can order these premier coins as well, right? To get all the cool outfits. Like, I don't know. I just remember when we were playing on PC, it seemed like I had a bunch of cool outfits fairly quickly.
Mm-hmm. It
And now
did.
it's like I got a certain point. I'm like, hey, I got funny glasses. That only took forever. Still a fun game though.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, honestly, they're just cosmetics, so you can play for free. And still having a lot of fun with that. Playing a little more Pac Man Museum. I've been girls are off at camp, so been my son and I, and we've been playing a lot of classic retro video games here. So playing a lot of Evercade. I
Mm.
introduced them to the television classics, so we were playing Astro Smash, Frog Bog,
Oh.
and Snafu.
Oh, I love
And
some. Love
he's
me some
really
snafu.
enjoying himself some Snafu,
Mm-hmm.
which I was reading about.
Mm-hmm.
First game to have in-game music.
Oh,
Yeah, first
really?
console game. First console game.
Wow.
That's according to the manual anyway.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Well, that's
that when it's
cool.
just down to two snakes, you get that der 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 der. That's supposedly the first time they used 8-bit music in a console game.
Huh.
I I don't know. Because that
Cool.
would be like, yeah. So I've been having a lot of fun with that, playing a lot of classics, Burger Time and Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., Galaga.
Awesome.
So
And he's loving
lots
them?
of the always loving them, yeah.
That's awesome. Do you make
Yep.
him pay you a quarter every time he dies?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just
The boy's
the
gotta learn.
that's right. And then we totally play Miss Pac. Oh, no, we don't, because Miss Pac-Man's not
Oh.
real. No, actually, you can get Miss Pac-Man in a. It's not a free one, but it's the you can get it in that on the Xbox and PlayStation. They've got like a Galaga, Dig Dug. You can get Miss
Right.
Pac-Man in the same set for like
That's right.
$5 or something like that. Yeah, so
The Namco pack or whatever it is.
yeah, something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that's basically it. Nothing really new or graphically intensive, but
Gotcha.
my boy's learning the classics.
That's the important thing.
Exactly. How about you?
Well, I've had some time to play some stuff. So last time we got together, our local hockey team was still in the playoffs.
Right. Yes. Yes.
So uh, I was in the mood to play some hockey, and I've been watching this game on the store forever, and I was just waiting for it to go on a good sale, and it finally went like 80% off. So it was only like $2. So I picked up Super Blood Hockey. Have you did you ever look at it in the store before?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So how is it?
It's it's ice hockey. It's ice hockey, any NES ice hockey essentially. Just with
Sure.
some like quality of life enhancements, and when you run into each other, blood pixels everywhere. Like just
Blood pixels everywhere.
blood
Very
pixels
nice.
everywhere. It so yeah, I mean it's good fun for that. And I mean you can play tournaments, you can play little season as your team and play play
Hmm.
through the play through it. Um it's but yeah, I mean it definitely worth $2 and I was in the mood for some hockey playing there for a while, so it was a good little addition.
Right on.
So I too been playing some Fall Guys, but I tried it out on the Switch. Did you give that a chance? Fire it up on the Switch at all, or just
No, I haven't just because the Xbox is right next to the Switch, and I'm like, okay, I'll play it on here.
yeah? So it runs pretty good. Um, your frame rate of your character is always very good,
Mm-hmm.
but the frame rates of the people around you can be very, very low. Like
Sure.
you'll see a guy way ahead of you, and he'll be like zip zip, and be like
Right.
gone. Like he's taken like 2 steps, and he's but they got to make allowances for having it
Yeah.
on the Switch. But I gotta say, like, no, it runs smoothly. Like I've
Mm-hmm.
had no trouble in any of the matches. And it was funny. I was gonna say that I wasn't seeing a lot of variety in maps. And then all of a sudden I played today and it's 3 maps that I haven't played
Okay.
yet. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they're running them on a weekly rotation and I'm not sure like if the Switch players are in the same pool as everybody else or not.
It'd be
But
interesting to see because
yeah,
if I started a game on the Xbox, if I could invite you to
yeah.
invite you on the Switch. Yeah.
But which we would have to be friends in something outside of those ecosystems, like
Yeah. Like I
Epic.
had to log in with the Epic. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember if I did or not. Hmm. Anyways, uh, not bad. I mean, if I honestly have the choice, um, I'm gonna play it on my PC or console or something, right?
Mm.
Uh, it's a good bathroom game,
Sure. Yeah.
and
You
I'm only
bet.
mentioning that because of the next game I'm gonna talk about, which is
Ah, yes.
I finally tried Diablo Immortal on my phone.
Yeah.
Um, man, like it's a good game. Not like it's a well put together, beautiful looking,
Yeah. Yeah.
like controllable, surprisingly controllable with
Hmm.
touch controls. like
Yeah.
and I've put a couple hours into it. I haven't hit anything paywally yet or like
Hmm.
so and I'll keep playing it until I do. But yeah, like I know that there's a whole online world component to it, but I think they really missed the mark not making it a bathroom friendly game. Because you can't start playing and then pause when you're done. You gotta get to a save point or be like
Yep. You
or
can't pause it.
yeah. So it's in that it's disappointing. So but you know what? At the point I'm at right now, like I can't believe this game looks and runs so good on my
That is pretty
phone.
amazing. Yeah.
Like I just wish there wasn't so much bad like stigma around it with all this loot box crap and everything. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
they'll pull that back a bit um like once it starts slowing down. But it's been making money.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I read something last week that last week it made him like 24 million just in a week. Like
Yeah. Yeah. So no chance in hell are they
yeah.
pulling anything back.
So in a year or so, when if it dies off enough, they'll be like maybe not make it so loot boxy, but um, I was just like I had the sour taste going in, but then I actually tried it, and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to get mad at this. Like this is fun. Like up to this point, like so
Yep.
playable,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, so. What else we got here? So, I finally gave Aliens Fireteam a try.
Hmm.
And literally what it was I was sitting here the other night and I'm like, man, I don't want to play any of my other stuff and everything else looks. so I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
so then I go look on Game Pass and I'm like, what's the first thing that's on my Game Pass list that I haven't tried yet? Oh, Aliens Fireteam. All right, let's finally give this a
Right.
try.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Like, it's good. It's it's really good. I played a
Sure.
few hours of it.
Mm-hmm.
Played online with other people, and it wasn't flaky. It wasn't. It was fun. Like I was having a lot of fun with it. Um, Like it's definitely something I could see if you had like a regular crew, you could really do some damage in that game. It totally reminds me of like when we were playing Back for Blood,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't think I played it with my buddy Sean, World War Z. Like
All right. Yeah.
just those
Yeah.
type of like you against a massive horde of people. And this time it's aliens.
Mm-hmm.
And they really got the lore right and your weapons right, and yeah, it's a it's a fun game. Like um but again, like it, if you got people to play with, I think it'd be even better. And my online experiences were fine. Everybody was fine. You get a couple like super runner ahead guys
Mm-hmm.
on your team, but
Sure. Yeah.
people who've done the map a billion times already. But yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone who was even thinking about trying. And it's on Game Pass, so you got nothing to lose. And also next up, I was feeling sad, Rob, because of our
Oh
horrible
yeah.
weather,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't been able to go out and mow my lawn. So I did the next best thing. I played some lawn mowing simulator.
Yeah. This game has a community, which is weird,
It
but
does. Um,
yeah,
you know what? It's got like a whole like career mode, and like
of course it does.
you can start out um with like you just start out with your one lawnmower, but you eventually, you can hire people and send them out to on other contracts you get. Like there's a lot of playability in this game,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the lawn mowing, it's pretty serene. It's pretty like just you have a stressful day and you want to do something mindless but still feel like you've accomplished something.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you just hop into lawn mowing simulator and mow that lawn instead of the your actual lawn because it's not soaking wet.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So I played it. I had some fun. I don't know if I'll go back. I
Mm-hmm.
um actually there's one more game I got to add to this list. Um I've started up I started up playing Cyberpunk
Mm-hmm.
2077. I'm
Yep.
only a couple hours in, like, but I am streaming it on Twitch, and it'll be on our YouTube page if you don't catch it on Twitch. So far, it's fine. It I waited till the next gen. I wanted to wait till the next gen patches came out,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm playing it on my Xbox, and
Okay.
yeah, it's running good. Um, Intriguing story so far.
They've had some time to
Yeah, the,
work out the kinks.
so I'll have more on that once I get a little further into it. I'm really like of the 2 hours I played, an hour was like between creating your character and tutorial. So
Mm-hmm.
um, and so there was a joke, or it must have been a joke because I didn't have to do it unless
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go far enough into the character creator. But there was like all this like talk you could create your penis in the game, like
Okay.
customize your penis. I never
And
found
not
it.
true.
I Not that I was looking for it, but I thought of it
You bought the
after. I'm
PG
like,
version.
huh?
Yeah. You must have bought the PG version.
I must have bought the yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the PG, right?
Yeah.
The guys say fudge a lot instead of
Yeah. Fudging.
what the actual fudge.
Yep.
And last but not least, um, just kind of getting excited for 2 Point Campus coming out. I fired up some 2 Point Hospital.
All right. Yeah.
Also, I there was a big sale on it a week or two ago, and there's been some bit like 2 Point Hospital is already like a 5-year-old game, at
Mm-hmm.
least. And
Yep.
they just put out DLC for it this past March. More DLC.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so they're still, and they're constantly developing. They've constantly got events going on in the game. Like they really support this stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
that makes me super excited for Two Point Campus. So um, and yeah, Two Point Hospital is still a ton of fun. I mean, it was in my top 5 2 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all I've been playing. That's what's been keeping me busy, Rob. Oh, and lots of No Man's Sky again. Oh my god.
Right. Right.
We joke about it because I played it so much there, but really, I'd taken 9 months off that game,
Mm-hmm.
and then I came back, and there's so much new content,
They
like,
suck you back in.
and they just sucked me back in. Whew. So, Rob,
Mm-hmm.
that's all I've been playing,
Yep.
and now we're gonna move on to kind of our signature section.
Yeah.
What's making us grumpy this week?
Yeah.
Do you want to take the first swing at this?
Yeah. So, um, boy, where do you even start here?
Start out
Um,
with what the fudge, Rob? Just not directed at you, directed at the board of directors
yeah.
at Activision
So,
Blizzard.
and
What the
the
actual
shareholders, like,
fudge?
they had something like 600 million shareholders, right, or something, like looking
Yeah.
at these numbers there,
Mm-hmm.
who all voted for to approve a report looking at the company's anti-harassment efforts. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
The same group vastly voted in a majority of 533 million to 62 million for Bobby Kotick, who's been at the front of all these things because he was the leader, to stay on the board of directors for another year. After they basically said before that he's basically been cleared by Activision of any wrongdoing in the harassment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't get it. Like, I
And
can
all.
understand corporations doing corporation things and finding out that, like, no, our board found there's nothing wrong, so he's okay. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. But the shareholders, common people,
Yeah.
600 million of them. Ah, why is this guy still working there?
And
I don't get
also,
it.
so also the day before this vote, um, the shareholders voted to approve a report looking into the company's anti-harassment efforts since all this has come to light.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the company, is quoted as saying they are carefully considering this report.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make sense, right? Like it doesn't make sense. Like he's it's been just shown that he's just not a good guy,
No,
and
no.
it's been proven like how much of a blind eye he turned to all of this,
Mm-hmm.
and and they're just like, ah, that's fine. Ah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Activision wouldn't make money if he wasn't there. He's
Yeah,
not bringing amazing inspiration to the company.
no,
Like, they will still make money if Bobby leaves. And so at this point, he could still be Activision Blizzard's CEO when Microsoft takes over.
mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I don't get it, Rob.
Nope.
That's why I say, what The actual fudge.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I say the other F word, then we gotta put a warning.
Then we gotta beep it out and. Yep.
Yeah. I'm too old for this ship.
I'm getting too old for these shenanigans.
Yeah. Fire truck, Rob. Fire truck.
Yep. Yep.
Well, now that we ended on such a high note, why don't you
positive note? Yeah.
Why don't you bring us into the station, Rob?
Hey, thanks for watching. Bye now. Yes, thank you for checking out the podcast, and if you like what you see, including the uplifting note we bring to the end of our shows, you can check out more of what we do on our YouTube channel. Just look for the Grumpy Old Gamers. We have a Facebook page with a forum where you can interact with all sorts of other older retro themed video gamers such as ourselves. We have a webpage that you could go to if you really wanted to, thegrumpyoldgamers.com, where we keep threatening we're going to release something new, but that hasn't happened in a while.
There are some good articles on there, though.
There's some great articles on there.
From when we first started out before we...
Yeah, when we had life and energy.
Yeah. Before COVID just sucked it all out of us.
And if you want to get hold of us, ask us questions, just want to chat, make us grumpy at gmail.com is an email you can reach us at. We enjoy interacting with all of you, and we've got a great community, so feel free to send us any of your questions, any of your concerns. Let us know how much you hate our guts. Anyway, we enjoy it no matter what, so check us out there. And thanks again.
Ugly. We'll take it.
We'll take it. And with that, episode 118 is a close. Thanks again. We'll see you in 2, 3, 4 weeks. Have a great night, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.